So I just found this tattoo in it says stronger every day. I must have stole it from Summit somehow. I can't remember. So I wanted to just thank everybody for jumping on. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I went and looked all the challenge packs for August because I knew it was Country Heat, PiYo, Size, 3-day refresh, 22-minute hardcore, on demand. They are all on sale until the end of October. Like, that is crazy.
I saw that.
Isn't it and a lot of them say ends 10/31, but they're not taking down the link until 11/5. So technically, you could hit a Success Club in November because they're not taking them down until 11/5. So I was like, holy crap, this is has people golden for the next couple months of Success Club, if you think about it. So just be aware of that. I did post all the links in my Team Cup group, my team personally sponsored group, and the Team Results Matter. I'm going to go back and edit it because I don't know why, but it just didn't. I posted the links, and they're not letting you copy and paste them. I don't know why. I did all the work, and it's not letting you copy and paste them. So what I'm going to do is go and edit and share the FAQ number. That way you can pull it up, and then you can copy and paste from there as well. But I don't know why it did it, but for some reason it just didn't. It let me post them, but didn't let everybody copy and paste them. So I just wanted to open this up tonight and to get a perspective of what you guys that went to Summit, and even if you didn't go to Summit, maybe what you got out of it, and maybe just to share some insight with some other people as to what you got out of it. Just some housekeeping. This is the last day for the Team Cup. They actually extended the registration, so you have until 12 o'clock tonight to register for a cup. Here's my thing on Team Cup. If you're on a team, make sure you get some Success Club points, because you don't want to be that person that has 0 points when your team is working their ass off and you don't contribute to it, right? So just make sure that, hey, even if you haven't hit Success Club in a couple months, make this the push to at least get 3 people so that you contribute some way in shape and form to your team. So the other thing is Summit's in New Orleans next year, which is going to be super fun. You can still register for your tickets. I actually just looked, and the deal is still up today. So I don't know if they're taking it down today or if they're giving everybody a couple more days, but you'll save about $35, I think, on a ticket. I am just emailed. I have people who have wanted to go in on a big house. So I've just emailed 3 different people from that VBarrow, whatever it's called, the vacation rentals. And I'm just getting a price. So more than likely what I'll do is put down the down payment, and then the next payment isn't due until 30 days before. And then I'll be there 2 days early. So I'll just put in for my 2 extra days, and then I'll divvy it up after that. But when I looked, it was about $400 per couple, which is ridiculously cheap. I mean, me and Adam's bill for our hotel at the Courtyard was $1,400. You know what I mean? So I would rather have a house and be able to have a kitchen and be able to have a pool. So I think that will be kind of a good idea. And also my other idea, and I think I told Tammy, was what my friend Allie Upham told me they did, is they actually hired, and it was super cheap, obviously getting the 20 people together, they hired their own shuttle service that would pick them up, bring them to where they wanted to go 3 times a day and back to the house. And she said it was maybe about $20 per person. Beachbody is going to charge you $15 for a shuttle pass anyways. So that's a better deal to me. So just kind of so you guys know what I'm looking at. So if anybody that was at Summit, I'm going to pick on Tammy first because that's what I'm looking at, who wants to just open up their line. Everybody's unmuted right now unless you muted yourself. And just kind of share maybe a little bit of what you got out of it.
All right. I got notes.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to grab a drink, so I'm still listening.
So the one thing I'll say is to the keynote speaker, I don't know if that's going to be in the online office or not, but Gary Vee was absolutely phenomenal. The best thing of Summit was just listening to him talk, I swear, because it was a lot of people I know when we left, they were kind of wow, he was harsh, but he was harsh in a way that was real. It was he was telling you, like, if you're not making it, it's because you're not putting in the work to make it. And it was kind of one of those things, you hear the excuse all the time, and it's just honestly, he said, spend your money and your time if you want to be successful. And I thought that was huge. And then the thing that I wrote down, he's a wine guy, so this is his quote, was be the wine guy, not the person selling your wine. So it's not about actually selling the products, but be that person that people want to come to because you're selling yourself and you're selling like fitness. You're not selling the 21-day fix, you're selling the lifestyle. So if you're consistently like putting out the tips and putting out the valuable content, they're going to come to you because you're giving them something about it. And if you just went out and said, here's 21-day fix, there's thousands of people saying here's 21-day fix. So it's what value you add.
I'm not going to interrupt you, Tammy, but just I like that you said that. Like, didn't he say something about he researched one of the top Beachbody coaches and he was surprised at how many people didn't put out content?
Yeah, it was one of those things that he realized that when he first put his business up there, he was just trying to sell this wine, but he wasn't really getting down to what the person actually wanted. And that's in giving them like tips on how to drink the wine. And that's how he ultimately became mostly successful. So I thought that was really awesome. Oh God, I have to find him. See, I had another thing that was like really big. I don't remember. Here. With coaching, I think the one thing that really stuck out to me too was they were talking about in the social media group that we went to, the workshop, was talking about who you are and not what you do. So like a lot of us always talk about, again, the programs, and instead of talking about who we are, and who I am is like, I love my family, I love coffee, I like to read, I love hiking. That's who I am. And so you need to be who you are. And I think like, you know, you can tell who the coaches are that do them, like you just do you. Instead of just like being always fitness minded, get the people like into what you are, and they're gonna follow you for you. So I think that's what my biggest thing were. And then I think a lot of the stuff, which was really great in a couple of the sessions, was just stuff that we already do, following the calendar. Like they did a whole thing on the calendar. I'm like, all right, well, we do that. So just honestly, just find what we already have. And I think that if you're following what we do, you're going to be successful.
Yeah. I really loved it. I thought this was hilarious because I seen people like going down to their notepad, and he was like, okay, guys, ready? I'm going to give you a website on how to run Facebook ads. Are you ready? And he goes, www.google. Google. And I was like, because seriously, I don't know if you guys know this, but I obviously, a lot of you guys know Christine Dwyer is my coach. I bet that there are plenty of you that if you signed up with her, you could not handle it because she is a hard ass. And I can't tell you how many times I've asked her a question and she goes, Google it. And that's her answer. So I just thought it was so funny. You've seen people like this. Oh, shit. Yeah, they were like, what? So I thought that was cool. So thank you, Tammy. How about I just seen Trey was on. Trey was like the big celebrity. I love seeing people go up and get pictures with him. What was your takeaway, Trey?
Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear me. It says my internet is unstable. Can you hear me?
It said mine was too, but it's good. I can hear you.
Okay. I think Kaylee can agree to this too. I think the trainings were phenomenal. I think all that stuff was like the recognition was nuts. The workouts were nuts. Everything was just nuts. But I think the best part that I got out of Summit was the connection with people that you're not going to get anywhere else. Like, how many times can you go get a glass of wine with Daniel and Tony? How many times can you look over to your left and be working out with the person who's in like the Insanity Max DVD, even though they're just a regular person like everybody else? But it's still so cool to like go there and be like, oh my God, there's that person. Oh my God, I just went up and got a picture of that person. Like, that's so cool that you'll never be able to do that unless you go to Summit. Yeah. And you'll never be able to share that with your team. And I think that's so badass. It's so cool that you see all your coaches as well getting that like, oh my God. And like, they're like, this was so awesome. And you can see them like their wheels turning. Mm-hmm. And you're like, yeah, that's what I want. There's no Zoom call. There's no online training. There's nothing. It's being at that event and seeing other coaches get it. And that's what I'm pumped up about.
I agree. cool. I totally agree. I love seeing people just like, like their brains kind of be like. Kaylee, what do you have to say there, cutie? You look like you're tired.
I can't even, we won't get into how tired I am.
Me too, girl.
Good God. You know what? The big thing that I really was happy about the emphasis that everybody put on patience. Well, I don't know if somebody else had mentioned that yet, but like, I really think that is something that I want to share that with as many people as I can, as we bring new people on board, and as our teams grow. It's just like, look, you could, like, why would it be easy for you and hard for everyone else? And then, like, you see people fall off and quit after no time has passed, so it's just like, if you are consistent and stick it out and just be patient and enjoy like the little milestones that you can hit along the way, and enjoy like the small things, before, like, you'll be so busy having fun and living this great life, and then before you know it, like, all this time has passed, and then you're starting to earn like the big paychecks, and then you're starting to really see like those like big flashy things come your way. But it's like, just like enjoy the process and just be patient, because it all works out.
I agree. I think that was good. And I think Gary Vee touched on that, Lisa. I know you guys are at different sessions, so I'm not sure exactly what he said, but I think he said something like slow and steady, always wins the race, because I remember, like, I don't know if you guys watch his videos, but wasn't there somebody that like came up to his car on one of his videos and was like, Gary, I just started this business 6 months ago and I'm not doing anything. And he rolled down the window and told the guy, F you. And it was like, so true. Think how many people start as a coach and they quit, in 6 months. So I didn't do nothing for 2 years. So I'm like, totally agree on that one. So I think that, I thought Gary Vee was awesome. I was hoping he'd be a little more.
Well, that's what people needed to hear. Like, I don't know if he said the same thing in yours. I think we were two different ones, but one other thing that he said was that, like, look, I did my homework on you guys. When I knew I was coming to Summit, I checked your hashtags, I checked your pages. You want to know what I think? I think a lot of you guys don't like to work. I think you guys are patient, don't like to work.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you can feel everybody go,
whoa. I'm like wondering, well, who did he check?
Oh shit.
No, and he did say if you weren't on Snapchat, you should have been on Snapchat yesterday. That's what he said. So I don't know, get Snap. I don't really understand it too much, but I'm still trying to get to the idea of it. So another app he said that was new and upcoming, and I just downloaded, was that Musicality or something. So I don't know, just get on the app, I guess. But awesome, thank you. Anybody else want to share? Feel free to just talk. I know Nicole wanted to share. Nicole, are you on? Let's see. She said she was going to try to get on, but she said her one daughter was clinging to her, so I don't know if she'll try to get on. Leslie, I know you weren't there, but what did you think? You liked all the live streams and stuff, so tell us what you kind of got out of it from not being there. Her pigtails are too tight. Stalker, Earth to Stalker.
You didn't ask me for any.
Leslie, look at her.
I don't remember you asking me for cleanup.
There we go. I couldn't get audio. I don't know why. You like my pigtails? Don't make fun.
I am.
I like them. So I just was very grateful that all of you shared what you did. I hated to miss it, and it just was a bad time for me this year, but it was so good to see all of that positiveness and to be able to listen to the speakers. And, one of the things that stood out with me was that it's something that's important to me in going forward with my business as a coach, is that I can't remember if it was Carl who said this, and it just stood out to me. There were two things that really stood out to me. One was, he said something like, you coaches are people who believe in people even when they can't believe in themselves. And like, that struck such a chord for me, because I didn't believe in me. I didn't I wasn't feeling good. I didn't feel like I had a lot of worth. I didn't love myself. And then I met you, and you believed in me, and made me realize I can do this. And I just think we don't realize the power we have to believe in people and make believe in themselves. And I think that's amazing. And the other thing that was so awesome was how they talked about these coaches who have families and who have small children and who have babies. All the babies I saw there in all the live videos, and all the children and people with their families, it just makes people realize that, I'm in a different place in my life. And if I had small children or a family, I don't know if I would feel invincible like I could do this, but they make you realize, look at all the successful people who are raising these amazing children and being role models for them, and they're able to incorporate them into this whole thing. And it's about being good at and finding balance and being a good parents and good family members and good coaches. And I don't know, that just resonated with me so much. There was so much I saw that I just, it was amazing. But anyway,
Perfect.
that stuff's important,
If Nicole is on, I don't know if I know she's trying to, you can interrupt me, Nicole, if you are on. I'm not sure if she's on. But I just wanted to kind of go back to that too. So I always say this, we really do have the power to change people's lives. And I know it sounds corny, but if you think about it, we're not selling somebody mascara. We're not selling somebody a candle that makes their house smell good. We're potentially helping change people from the inside and the outside. And you guys know this. I know you've helped people that have lost, you got a message saying I lost 5 pounds. How good did that feel that you had a part? You got a message that, my mother has lost 82 pounds, guys, and is now all cholesterol meds and all blood pressure meds. That's amazing to me. So I always go back to that. And what speaker that really I loved hearing is Trina Gray. She has a fitness business like I do, so I connect with her a lot. I've, did things that she's done. She has a studio and a gym, all that stuff. And she said that, but she also said, don't be that coach that we all want to help people, and that's what we're doing. But don't be that coach who also is afraid to make money from this, because we're doing people a service just like anybody else, like anywhere else you go. And she said, set those goals and say to yourself, like Kaylee said, those small goals. But maybe you're going to say to yourself, I want to earn enough to cover the groceries for the month. I want to earn enough to pay for a vacation for my family. And don't discredit that, because earning money, helping people is not bad. You know what I'm saying? So that really stuck out to me, and was her saying that, because I think so many times coaches will say to me, but I just want to help people, or I feel bad making money. Don't feel bad making money. Do you go to your hairdresser and not pay them because they feel bad for taking your money? You know what I'm saying? It's a service just like anything else. So that really stuck out to me. So kind of wanted to put that out there. Anybody else want to jump on that was there? I see a lot of you girls. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I don't know if Nicole can hear me. I'm gonna pick one person. What do you think about that? Oh boy. I'm gonna pick on Dana.
Crap! I was hiding here with my children. Oh my God, save me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I don't know. I think I can relate a lot to Tammy with Gary Vee. He was amazing. Just how raw and real he was. Just work it. And just keep working every day and have patience. And eventually it'll come if you want it, and just be you.
Yeah.
All you can do.
Do you,
It's an experience. I'm glad I went.
Hi. How cute.
So yeah, that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was. I think he was just, I don't know, he was awesome. I was expecting more F-bombs, but I know they said that Beachbody had.
Yeah.
But all right, so that's a wrap, guys. guys, I know Nicole wanted to share, but she said her daughter was being really clingy today because she hasn't been home in a week. So I'm going to let her have her daughter time, obviously. But I think a lot of people got a lot out of this. And if I could just end on one note, it's just don't be afraid to, like Kaylee said, like be patient with it. I think if you can just hit those mini steps of like at least Success Club every month, it's just going to snowball. It's going to snowball. It's going to snowball. You're going to gain coaches, you know, you're going to gain testimonials. You're going to build like a portfolio, so to speak. And I mean, now with all the challenge pack sales and I mean, all the new programs coming out, like you are aimed to hit Success Club till the end of the year. Easy. Like Core de Force is going to come out. Like, hello, how hot are Joel and Jericho together? Like, I'm totally not a lesbian, but there's one good looking lady. So like that's going to be a huge program for a lot of people. So just so you guys know, like aimed and ready. And I just think this month, just concentrate on that teamwork with your team. Like if you and your team haven't set up a group message or a Facebook page just for your team, like definitely do that because that's going to help. And, you know, just don't be the oddball out that doesn't help your team get Success Club. Going to put it out there. Don't be the oddball. But other than that, guys, I don't know. I'm still on kind of like a high and a low from Summit because I was so exhausted and tired. And I think I just have like tons of stuff running through my head. But like Gary Vee said, he did say that. He said 90% of you will go to Summit and 90% of you will leave and not do jack crap with it. Don't do nothing. And it's true. Like how many people will have this big high and then go home and not do anything? You know, so and just think about like how we really can help people so much more than anything else, you know. And I really think that like Danielle Natoni won the CEO award, and I was in tears because I love her and I think she deserved it. I knew it was her like the second Carl said it, because once he said like she's a Beachbody Live master trainer, I was sitting down the row from her. If you could have seen her reaction, it was priceless. And I love that she said, when she got up on stage, she said, I believe in this company because I believe we are a health and fitness company first. And our goal is to help people. And that's so true. If you just look at it as helping people and not selling anybody anything, you'll be successful with it. You know, if that's kind of where your heart is. And I said it like, that made me say it in the group the other day on the team page. I said, if you don't feel passionately about helping people, coaching is probably not a good idea for you. You know, and that's fine. If you don't, you know, maybe you're passionate about skincare and you want to sell rodents and fields. And if you can do it, good. You know what I mean? So you just have to kind of look back and be like, do I really, really like helping people you know, get healthy and fit from the inside out? Like, do you really like doing that? So I just thought that was cool. So I'll let you guys go. Have a great Monday, and I will talk to you guys all soon. Bye. Bye, Tammy.